Today in Baton Rouge, day 2 of the House Homeland Security Committee COVID oversight hearings. Lawmakers trying to determine what Louisiana did right or wrong during the pandemic. Of particular note, testimony by Dr. Ralph Abraham, Louisiana Surgeon General. That's Doc on the left, accompanied by Dr. Weish Coleman of Shreveport, Abraham's Deputy Surgeon General. Abraham is also a former congressman representing Louisiana for 6 years on Capitol Hill. A physician for decades, in his private practice, Abraham says he's treated about 15,000 COVID patients. When asked what he would have done differently, this was his reply.
The short answer is just about everything. It's been my observation that nearly every intervention attempted by government has been ineffective, counterproductive, and unethical to the core principles of a free society. Mask mandates, lockdowns, forced closures of churches, schools, and businesses, coerced vaccinations, and suppression or intimidation of those who resisted are just a few examples of policies endorsed by the previous administration, which I opposed then and still oppose now.
Abraham said those previous policies he enumerated were not only ineffective, but also violated constitutional protections guaranteed to all Americans. We'll have more on today's COVID oversight hearings coming up in the next few days. Meanwhile, State Representative Danny McCormick of Oil City sits on the Homeland Security Committee. I asked for his impressions after day 2 of the oversight hearings.
We had a great hearings. We heard from several people that were vaccine injured, some that were nurses that were forced to get vaccines to keep their jobs, and then they were vaccine injured, how they have received no compensation for their injuries. We heard that people are discriminated in every manner possible. We heard about how people were dying and alone in hospitals. We heard just heart-wrenching stories. We heard stories from doctors that were punished for speaking out.
According to McCormick, one doctor said thousands of lives could have been saved if there had been less resistance to treatments that were known but not allowed to be used. We'll hear more on those COVID hearings over, as I said, the next coming few days.